Well, hello. It's me again. I'm still pissed off with the government of Canada. Carney is a liar. He's been caught almost every time, and yet Liberal supporters keep supporting him. Are they that stupid? Can they not read? Can they not research? Go on and look and listen to independent media. The CBC, the CTV, and Global will not paste Carney at all. They won't. They will not, because they know they're getting subsidies from the Liberals, especially the CBC. But there's money going to CTV and Global, so they don't want to bite the hand that feeds them. That is the truth. I watched a lady today. She was at a progressive conservative. I shouldn't say progressive, but a conservative rally or meeting, and she came around and said, "I am pissed off. I'm fucking sick of CTV, Global, and CBC because they don't tell the truth. And when they do tell it, they tell it for a quick minute and then they move on. They beat and bash Poilievre, and they've done it now for 2.5 weeks, unrelenting. And then to make matters worse, when they do report on CBC, when the CBC does report the Liberals have done something they shouldn't do, it's done over. James Erskine Smith came out and made a scathing report on the new budget, pointed out all the bad points, and he wasn't lying. He was telling the truth. When the Conservatives have come out and said certain things about the budget that's wrong, they're not lying. They're not making it up. It's based on some of the best economists that are out there, and bankers have said. Their own parliamentary budget officer has said it's unsustainable. It's sickening. Okay? He was hired by the Liberals. Well, now the Liberals want to replace him because he's speaking the truth. When are Canadians going to wake up? I've got a really good friend of mine that commented on a post I made about Carney's investments and said, well, you don't put all your eggs in one basket. It's called diversifying. Okay, except 514 eggs are in the one basket of the U.S., 11 are in Ireland, 6 are in the U.K., and 3 are in Sweden, and 3 are in Canada. So 3 companies he's invested in Canada. The rest have all gone to the United States. How does that show that he's showing any confidence in Canada? 3,000 jobs are gone from the auto sector, and more are going. Okay? The 64,000 new jobs that they're bragging about are part-time Christmas employment only. Let's not forget about the 82,000 jobs that were lost. So we get back 64,000, except 80% of them are part-time. It's a joke. And then to add insult to history, a member of the media asked Carney about when are you going to talk to Trump? When are the talks going to resume? And he went like this, and then said, I don't care. It's not important. We'll resume talks when it's time to retalk. Like, really? We've got thousands of Canadians that can't pay their mortgages. He doesn't care. He said so. I don't care. And then went, you know why? Because he didn't like being asked the question. He just wants us to kiss his butt and just pretend he's right. And every new project that's coming out right now, they're not new. They were put in by Trudeau. They're just coming to fruition. Are you kidding me? Those projects should have been going, shovels in the ground, and should be running 4, 5, 6 years ago. But no, they took forever because we got these stupid laws. Well, now Carney's talking about a pipeline with Alberta. Well, guess what? If the Indians don't agree with it, it ain't going to happen. So he knows that. So I'm going to agree to it, and it's going to get shot down, and he's going to say, well, see, I told you. He's a fucking liar. 514 businesses in the U.S. he's invested in. And every time he does sign a so-called deal, guess who's at the center of it? Brookfield Management. And he has a huge amount of stock in there. So he's enriching himself. But like I said, my friend said, he doesn't put all his eggs in one basket. Well, he put 98% of his eggs in one basket and put the rest... Like, come on. He's got 900 conflicts of interest. And every time they bring this stuff out, he gets caught in a lie. And Canadians that voted for him are still believing him. What are you, stupid? Let me guess. Let's change all the dumb Polak jokes to dumb Canadian jokes, because that's what we look like. We're a laughingstock on the world stage. We are being laughed at. That this stupid asshole has come in and ruined our country. We've got more homeless people now in Canada than we've ever had. I'm 63 years old. I've never seen homeless encampments like we do now. I'm living in West Kelowna, one of the most beautiful cities in Canada. And there's like 1,000 homeless people that I see daily. Daily. I drive into Vancouver onto Hastings Street. There's hundreds of them. Most of them are addicted to drugs. We need to get them off the street, get them onto farms where we can get some help for them. And instead of sending all this money over to Europe and England, or not England, sorry, to Africa, to Ghana, South Sudan, millions of dollars. And it's right on the Canada's website. We're studying the effects of shitting on the beach in Nigeria. Why are we sending all this money there? We've got homeless here to take care of. We've got children growing up with no food. And then every time the Conservatives complain about it, the Liberals fire back, well, you voted against having food programs in school. No, what they're voting for is to have people being able to buy their own food and not have to go to school to get eaten. Like, come on. I'm fucking angry. I really am. And people can't get angry about this. And you know what? You don't deserve to be a Canadian. I'm tired of hearing people say, well, I don't like talking about politics. You know what? Those are the people that don't inform themselves and vote stupidly and believe what the Liberals are telling. That's what they're doing. So you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to apologize to my grandkids because I voted Liberal and destroyed the country they grew up in. I am not going to do that. You know why? Because I love my country. We have more resources here than any other country in the world. We've got the 3rd leading oil supply, the 5th leading liquid natural gas. We've got the most gold, the most silver, the most potash, the most uranium. We are the 3rd leading agricultural producer in the world. Plus we have fish and water and hydroelectric, and we can build more nuclear power plants than anybody else. What the fuck's the matter with us? What the fuck is the matter with Carney? Like, seriously, what is the matter with the man? You know why? Green agenda. Net zero. He's got carbon credits. You're going to buy carbon credits to stay in business, and when you run too much on carbon, you sell those credits so you can get more carbon credits. Fucking stupid. And he wants EV. Well, you know, I got no problem with EV, but not just dump off gas and get EV. I'll tell you right now, you give me a free EV, I'll give you back my gas. I'll drive an EV. I can't afford to go and buy one. I'm 63 years old. Where am I going to find $30,000 or $40,000? I'm not putting myself in debt again. I paid my car off. I've got another 5, 6, 7 good years left in it. I'll drive it until I die. And guess what? Being dead is not going to be that much farther. I'm 63, maybe 73 or 77, whichever. I'm pissed off. And you know what? You should be too.